In this project, I have a live Edgewood cookie that I had purchased from an auction. I had built a frame to run a sled along that I made for the router to level the top and the bottom of the cookie. I got this idea from the video of Acorn to Arabella. This will be made into a coffee table. This is more or less a test run to see how well it works before I jump in and do this to the cookie that I had made for the wedding as a sign-in sheet. The next part was to sand it down. I had started with an 80 grit sandpaper, then went to 120, and finally finished it off with 320. I then put the foil tape over the cracks and the holes to prevent any of the resin I'm going to use to finish the tabletop from pouring all over the floor. When I went to begin putting the resin on the table, I thought it would be best to just do the first pass on just filling the holes in the cracks. I think that may have been a bad idea because when I went back to do the second run or second coat of it, it left these discolored streaks from where the first layer of resin was compared to the second, which doesn't look great. So it should all be done in one go, not in parts, because it left it discolored in the sections that I did first. I like to use this torch to pop the bubbles that come to the surface in the resin while it's curing. Here I'm just putting the resin on. I was using a basting brush to thinking it was help spread it around. If I had just poured a good chunk around the center, then if I just used this to help spread it around to the edge without it just cascading over the edge and pouring all over the floor, that would have worked better. If I just poured a giant well and just slowly dragged it to the edge and used that to persuade it to any little small sections where it wasn't running. That would have been the best way to do it.